Let's get ready to rumble! Hey. What's up, Adi?
What's up with it? How you doing? You alright?
Yeah.
How's life?
Life been lifing.
Yeah, life been lifing indeed.
Yeah, just trying to, adjust.
Yeah.
Get stuff together and just trying to, I don't know, work on some music and trying to get these jobs and pay these bills, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel it.
Adulting.
I feel that.
Adulting.
I know that. I know I just had to pay bills. I'm kind of overcoming the cash flow problem right now because of that. But it's okay because I got a roof over my head. Got food in the house.
Clothes on your
I got
back.
clothes on
You
my
got a
back.
bed to lay
I
in.
got everything I need to be a man. You know what I'm
Blessings.
saying?
Blessings.
Blessings.
Count your blessings for real.
Yeah.
Man, life is too short. I know that personally. So, but yeah, I'm happy that we are taking time out of our day. Thank you for taking time out of your day to, talk with me. We can talk and chat. And, I really wanted to more so just talk about music and how we came up and how we got to where we are today, and our growth in our music and talking about our recent songs. I know that you just dropped.
Yeah.
Black Boy Lullaby. I'm about to release Hidden Agenda. So just talking about how that came up, just your story. I just really want people to really understand who we are personally as an artist, as a human, just our backstories. If people wanted to hear our music and then connect the music to the artist, who are we as artists? If people didn't know who we are, can you just give kind of a brief just where you came from, where you're born and raised, and how you kind of came to who you are now.
Absolutely. Well, I was born and raised in the west side of Cleveland, Ohio.
West Side.
Yeah, man. Been there my whole 27 years of my life and decided to up and move to Texas 2016. And I've been to visit, but I don't plan on moving back. I plan on staying here and building my life here. You know what I'm saying? And that's just where it is, And I can say that this year it's gonna be crazy because everything is coming together slowly but surely. Slowly but surely. And I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I definitely feel like 2024 just something feels different about it. And honestly, I'm happy I'm not the only one that feels this way because I've been looking on social media and just everybody that I've been talking with, they really genuinely feel that 2024 is going to be their year.
Yeah.
It just feels like, I don't know, 2020 wasn't it, 2021 wasn't it, 2023 definitely wasn't it. So now it just feels like 2024 is new beginnings, fresh starts,
new mindsets,
new mindset, growth. I feel like 2023 and before that kind of taught me personally how to just, it really taught me growth. It taught me my strength. I learned a lot about my strength, about what I'm capable of. I learned a lot about myself, my mental capacity, spiritual growth, everything. And now I feel like now God grew me. Now 2024, he's like, all right, I'm going to make you happy now.
Exactly.
So I feel like I grew so much. I've been through the pain, the struggles. Now I feel like, okay, now it's time to actually reap what I sowed. Now it's time to actually walk into my purpose. So that's why I feel like, you know what, we putting 10, it's 10 toes down. We on the gas. We on the gas.
We are on the gas.
2024, we is making things happen. We going after our goals.
Yes.
When I tell you, been in the gym, trying to eat healthier. I mean, eating healthy, I'm still trying to. I'm still working on that part. But going to the gym and just filtering out people, negative energy.
For the most part, we eat healthy. Most part.
For the most part, we healthy.
For the most part, but it's once in a blue moon. You just, what did T Grizzly and Fat Boy say in that interview? He's like, she'd just be too seasoned.
Yeah.
She'd just be too seasoned. No, but seriously though, like she's saying, like just to piggyback off her, I'm actually feel the same way. I'm actually in a place where, um, before this year, like everything was just like it was like a journey. It was a mysterious journey.
It was.
I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what was going on, but one thing I knew is I knew I was going to be destined for something greater. And although like I'm at that point where I know that now, I'm aware of what's going on in my life.
Yeah, remember last time you
Oh,
everything
oh
came.
no, we're good. I just made sure that the change wasn't hidden or whatever the case. So
Cool.
we're good to go. But now I'm at a point where I'm able to put myself in a position to grow from everything that I've learned before this previous year.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It was a lot. I been through a lot of unnecessary things. I put myself through all that unnecessary. But I can tell myself this: like, I don't regret none of it. I hate that some of it happened, but it only made me who I am now. You know, I'm more wiser. I'm more wiser. I know what I want. I know what I don't want. You know, like you said, I know what my mental capacity is.
Yeah.
I know what I want to deal with. I know what I don't want to deal with.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I know where my energy is and know who I should give my energy to now. You know what I'm saying? The people that deserve it.
Yeah.
And you know, that's where I'm at.
Yeah.
That's exactly where I'm at right now.
Yeah, I agree, honestly. Like you kind of know just you kind of know the people that you want in your space and people you don't want in your space. Like I feel like people really show themselves to you.
Yeah.
Like they will show themselves to you. And I feel like even if you have discernment and you just know, like you have just any sense of like energy, conscience, you can just tell that certain people just don't really have their best interests. Like they don't have your best interests.
Yeah.
And so it sucks. I've lost a lot of friends, relationships. I wouldn't call it as a loss. Not my loss. But I believe I have, man, God just been filtering out people. I'm gonna just say that.
Yeah.
You know, He's been revealing people's true intentions.
Yeah.
He's been revealing people's true, like, just jealousy, animosity. I can just tell, like, just since moving to Texas, I'm really open to meeting people, but I can tell just like you just know.
You just know who's who.
You just know who's really
it's coming from observation.
Yeah.
It's really coming from, you know, not realizing that, you know, your third eye is been there.
Yeah.
And I haven't realized that until like recently. And when it comes to that, like you gotta know who you're dealing with and know who not to deal with and know who to deal with from a distance.
Yeah. I agree. Yeah. And then oh yeah, I didn't introduce myself.
So see
look, we
are going through life already. And she should have went first. I apologize. I apologize.
We just so ready to talk.
We just so ready to get this.
We ready to get going. I think you know it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good podcast. It's
gonna be a good one. But go ahead and introduce yourself.
So,
let them know where you're from and you know where you are, where you were, and where you at now.
So you know, born and raised Sacramento, California. Yeah. My name is Tasia Henderson. I'm 23 years old, about to be 24. April 4th, you know, 4/4. If you forget my birthday, you just don't like me. It's literally easy. So
literally 20 days before mine.
When?
20 days before mine.
Really? Period. Oh yeah, well, our birthdays is close by. But April 4th, 2000s baby. Yeah, so born and raised in Sacramento, California. I graduated from Sacramento State University with my bachelor's degree in communications. After I got my bachelor's degree, I drove 2 whole days here with my grandma because she retired from her job. So after she retired and I graduated, it was perfect timing. We moved from Sacramento. And this was a time that my parents are going through a bad divorce. I'm talking like really bad divorce. It was just really bad energy in the house all the time. I hated that I had to leave my siblings. I still regret it. But like at the same time, I don't regret it because I know that it's for my growth and it's needed. And I know that at the end of the day, they'll understand why.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm happy that I decided to make such a courageous move. Like, you know, moving from your hometown, going out of your comfort zone is never easy. So I literally had to find myself, like really just figure out who I am in this new, you know, environment. And finding a job, man, difficult. After graduating college, it's like you think that now that you have your degree, getting a good job is easy, but it's really not.
No,
like finding a job could be easy if you make it easy, but I feel like it's just the market now and the job world is just it's
a doozy. It's a doozy. It's crazy. You know, you never know what to expect.
Yeah.
I was in corporate America, what, 2-3 years ago, and it was you know, I kind of felt myself pushing away from it, and I think what it was is like I wasn't made for it. I wasn't made for
that's how
corporate
I feel
America.
too.
I wasn't made for that, and my subconscious was literally like, you know what, bro, I'm gonna try to pull you away from this. Your conscious is gonna still be here in the present, and be like this is what it is. I'm gonna have to adjust. I'm gonna have to learn, get this done because the money's here. I need the money.
Yeah.
That's what it is. Let me adjust. Let me get this right. My subconscious is like, nah, bro.
Yeah.
Nah.
That's how I feel too.
Nah.
I feel like I'm destined for greater. I feel like being in corporate America kind of keeps you limited.
Yeah.
It keeps you limited.
Exactly. And you only limit yourself when you put yourself in that situation. There's room to grow for people that want to be in there. Like don't get me wrong. There are people that are made for corporate America. Oh yeah,
absolutely.
People are perfect.
They're
perfect corporate America, but there are also people that are perfect for the music industry, entrepreneurship. Music. There are people that are good at, you know,
just being
film production, staying at home, working, electronics, you know, building stuff. It's a lot of people that are good at a lot of things, but like
you just gotta
but you just gotta find what it is. But for me, corporate America, being in that realm, trying to adjust to that realm, and like for the first, I would say like for the first year, maybe, of me being like on the first job of corporate America, either went smooth, I'd be good, you know, I'd be ready, I'd be on go, you know, I'm excited to do this. Let's get it going. Then after a while, it's like, okay, I'm still doing it. I'm still here. I'm still doing it, but I'm still here. Third year.
Yeah.
What the fuck am I doing?
I changed my major like 4 different times because my mom, she didn't go to college really. Like she didn't really understand like the exact process of being a, you know, undergrad and finding your major and all that whole thing. So she kind of just threw me in there. Yeah. And we had this conversation too, but I appreciate her still for allowing me to, you know, she's like, you're going to college, like military or college. Like you're not going to just be having a job and then just staying here at home, not doing nothing. And I was like, all right, I'm gonna go to college. But I had no idea what I wanted to do because I never seen myself working for anybody but myself. I never seen myself working. Like I just didn't know what I wanted to do. I was like, I love music. I was like, I feel like the talents and the lifestyle that I see myself having, no job can really pay me enough to afford the lifestyle that I want. And I was like, even then I have skills. Like I want to, like, if I could have any dream job ever, it'll be to be a marketing manager, a social media manager, marketing manager. Cause that's fun. Like it involves communication. It involves public relations. PR. Yeah. It involves like, you know, having organizational skills and transferable skills. Like those are all things that I have. And I was like, it's fun. You can be creative. You can, you know, talk with people. You can manage people's social media accounts and business. And you can take, you know, like just graphic design. I was like, that's something that I would want to do. Right. Yeah. But I was like, I just can't see myself doing that for the rest of my life. I was like, I couldn't find a purpose. Like I didn't know what my purpose was. Right. Yeah. And so even now, I'm still finding my purpose, but I kind of have a better direction of where I want to go. But just in college, like I changed my major 4 times. I changed it from psychology, film studies. What else was it? I forgot what the other one was, but I changed it. Eventually changed it to communications. And then, business. I had business, but I wouldn't have graduated on time if I chose business because I was too far already when I changed my major. And there was like, well, you're going to have to like take all these classes again. You're going to graduate by this time. And I was like, no, I want to graduate, you know, by my expected time. So I chose communications. I already took a lot of communications courses, and I was like, you know what? Communications is broad. Communications involves everything. I was like, you can't do anything without communication. So I was like, you know
Right.
what?
Exactly.
I'm gonna just go with that. I'm good with writing. Writing involves communication. So I was like, you know what? We're gonna just do that and just see where that takes me. So even now, like I'm happy. I'm blessed that I got my degree. I never want to limit anybody for going to school ever, because I feel like, if you value your education, that can take you really, really far.
Of course.
Like, education is something that nobody can ever take from you.
Mm-mm.
So I believe that go to school, get a good degree. I just feel like you don't need college to be successful. That's the only thing. And if you read Rich Dad Poor Dad, when I tell you that book will change your perspective, it will change your perspective and you will not think the same again.
I think people don't realize that either. Like, school is for the fundamentals.
Mm-hmm.
School is, of course, school is. If I'd have realized, if I'd have tapped into the mind that I did back then, I would have learned that, and I would have just went through school with ease. I dropped out at 12th grade. You know what I'm saying? Just because the simple fact that I found out I wasn't graduating because I didn't get the credits that I needed to do so, and it was like they called it senior fever at the time. Senior fever is like, you going through stuff and like something happens and like you just like it feels pressured. Like you feel pressure. I kind of felt like, damn. And I could have went to summer school and finished high school, but I didn't do that. What my mind was, I just wanted to, get it out the way. I pretty much learned what I learned, and I withdrew.
School's not for everybody at all.
I did get, I got hell that whole time by my family about it because, of course, everybody didn't finish school. My mom finished high school. Certain my family members finished high school. Some got GEDs, but my brother, he finished high school. I got ridiculed for him doing it, and I didn't do it. And it's okay. Like, once again, it didn't make me. I didn't realize it didn't make me. School didn't make me who I was. Life did. Life put me in a situation to grow to who I am now. And I learned everything that I learned. I learned by myself. I learned on my own. I learned how to write music by myself. I learned how to make beats by myself. I learned how to shoot videos by myself. I learned how to do everything by myself. And it's like, I learned how to mix and master by myself. I learned how to record myself. I learned how to what we're doing right now. I learned how to do that. Like, we're doing this right now, and I'm the one that's going to be editing this. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? So, like,
you're talented. You're skillful.
I've always been a creative, and I never let anything stop me from being a creative. I don't know.
That was
there were certain things that there were speed bumps on the road that hindered me a little bit.
Absolutely.
And one thing about it is, like, somebody like me, as a creative, as a person, as a man that I am, you can't put me in no cage, and then not expect me to break out.
Oh yeah.
That's just what it is.
And also too, if anybody tells me I can't do something or I'm not capable of doing something, it makes me want to do it even more.
Right?
Because who are you to tell me?
Oh, so I can't do this, huh?
Oh, okay. We'll see about that.
Watch this.
We'll see about that.
Look, y'all. Somebody told me I would never make it. Yeah. And then I was like in what is it, 9th grade? Somebody told me I'd never make it. I said, really, why? He was like, just by looking at you. I said, okay. Yeah. I'm nowhere where I want to be right now, but I'm closer to where I want to be now. I'm better than I was before. I look better than I was before. Yeah. And that's not nothing to be braggadocious about, but it's the truth.
But it's how your life feels to you. It's not how it looks to anybody. It's like how my life feels to me. I value that more than how it looks to the outside world. I'm more concerned with how I feel with my life and my personal growth and how it feels to me than to how it is perceived to anybody else. Because people can be at the top. They can look like they have it all together, but on the inside, they are broken. And it's like, I carried myself in a different way. Like, I never really cared to keep up with people. I'm like, I feel like it's a competition with music, with entertainment, social media.
Always.
It's a competition. Always. And it's like, there's no competition because nobody has walked your life. Nobody has walked your life. Nobody has experienced what you experienced. Nobody has the same purpose, journey, history, background, family life. Everybody nobody has the same. don't have the same family upbringing that somebody else may have. Like, I can't compare my status to somebody else's because we're just completely different people. We might have grown up in the same city, but I'm not going to compare myself to anybody else. I don't want nobody to compare themselves to me.
Yeah.
Because you would never, I feel like anybody that can walk, nobody can walk a mile in my shoes, I feel like.
No.
The people that I've lost, I mean, people that are close to me, like, if I can give you a timeline within 2 years, I probably lost 7 family members that are 6 or 7 family members that are close to my heart. I'm talking grandmothers, uncles, cousins, 2 aunties, actually 2 grandmothers, like just back to back to back, plus a heartbreak from an ex getting cheated on, bro. Like, not, I'm talking like back to back heartbreak. So it's like, I never, I don't want anybody to ever compare themselves to me or just even be like, oh, she thinks she got it all together. No, bro. When I tell you to be where I am today, it took so much mental bandwidth. Like, I'm talking like just to even, I feel like I'm blessed to be here today. I feel like if it wasn't for Jesus Christ, I seriously probably wouldn't even be on this earth anymore. I'm so serious. I just would be weighed down by all the depression. And because of God, He keeps my eyes fixed on Him. That's why it's called faith. You know, I have faith. So I literally have faith that God's gonna, He's still writing my story. And
Yeah,
I'm still writing my story.
Of course.
My story doesn't end with the heartbreak. My story doesn't end with, like you, like it didn't end with you dropping out of high school. It didn't end with that. No, you still developed your skills. You still grew your mindset. You're still becoming a man, and you are a man today. So it's like everything that you've been through, it's formed you and shaped you to who you are now, and your story is still going on.
Exactly.
And it's like, I don't know. I think that social media clouds people from reality, and it's like, no, like, I don't care what my life looks like to other people. I only care about what it feels like to me.
So my problem was back in the day, that was complete opposite of me, of that. You know, I cared what I wanted people to be. I wanted to be around people.
I was a people pleaser.
Exactly. I wanted to fit in. You know what I'm saying? It was to the point where, you know, I would have like my last $5 and I go get a nickel bag of weed and, you know, go smoke with my homies, and that'd be it. You know what I'm saying? And I didn't had people, you know, do me dirty in certain occasions. Not even do me dirty, but you know what, push me to the left on certain occasions. You know, on some other shit when, you know, I wouldn't, as me, you know, being me, and I wouldn't do that to you, and I had to stop expecting that from people, because what I would do for them, not everybody wouldn't do for me.
Man,
and once I realized,
that. That's a lesson I learned this
once
year.
I realized that, like, it was easy for me to say no.
Well, last year, yeah, that's a lesson.
It was easy for me to say. It was easy for me to say no. It started becoming easier for me to say no.
Yeah.
Like, no. No.
It was hard to say no to people too. Also, I always felt like I had to explain myself to people.
Nope.
If I didn't want to talk or if I didn't want to do something, I feel like I had to give an explanation. I had to you know, like I really was a people pleaser. And I don't know where that came from. I think I just wanted to feel acceptance.
The lesson behind that is, not everybody's going to like you.
Yeah.
Not everybody's gonna like you. Not everybody gonna love you. Not everybody gonna show you the same respect or give you the same energy that you give to them.
Right. That's so true.
It's not gonna be reciprocated in certain people.
That's a big lesson I learned. Yeah.
And that's why, like, life, it comes in many forms. You know, and this right here was the position, and it's crazy because our age difference is big. You know what I'm saying? It's 9-10 years. So you realize now you got a long way to go, as opposed to me realizing this now in my 30s. And you know what I'm saying? I still have a long way to go as well. But once again, you're at that stage, you're young, you ain't even hit 25 yet. You're realizing that now. And you're able to grow now and be able to, once you hit your 30s, you good. You good.
Yeah. When you hit like your 30s, like, did it feel?
I was unaccomplished. I felt unaccomplished. I ain't gonna lie. I felt good that I hit 3 decades of life, but at the same time, there were a lot of things that I wanted to do in my 20s. One thing I did do is get married. I got married before I hit 30. You know, that was one of the things. But like, just overall, like, success and everything that I wanted to do in my 20s, I didn't do that. And like, when I hit 30, I did a lot of reflecting. And it was like, damn, I'm here now. I'm 30.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't do anything. Like I could have like quit music. That's the point where I'm like, should I quit music and just focus on something else?
No, I had that question
Like,
before too.
should I ever, should I stop this? Should I just go to the normal life? Like, should I just be a normal person? Like, and then I'm like, nah, I can't. That ain't even me, man.
I'm not
I
regular. We're
can't
not
do that.
regular
I
people.
can't. We not regular people. I can't do that because that'd be a disservice to myself and how and how I feel in my heart, my soul, my subconscious wouldn't let me do that.
But also too, like it's about. So I feel like a lot of people in their 20s, they think like, oh, just live life while you're young, and then, you know.
That's exactly what the I did.
So
It's crazy.
honestly, that's the thing. You have
Yeah.
to work hard in your 20s so that you can relax and live your life and build your family and your career in your 30s and your 40s and your 50s, and you can retire. But a lot of people, they get lost in their 20s and they have fun and they drink and they, they go to wild parties. Not saying that you can't do that, not saying that's not something to enjoy a part of life, but it's like, don't get so lost that you have to recover in your 30s. Like that's the time in your 30s, that's when you really want to settle down with your family, you start having kids. And it's like, when you're 30s, you in your 30s, 40s, 50s, you want to enjoy your life. I feel like in your 20s, a lot of people, that's when they're, like, I feel like it, live your life in YOLO. Like,
Yeah, but listen, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is crazy. Like, and I get what you're saying, but there are old men, older than me, probably way older than me, that still think like they're in their 20s, still living a single life, still out here females and having sexual relationships, just having flings and just being single, living their best life. And there's people who are still like that. And it's up. It's up because everybody shouldn't be that way. Nah, we
got our coffee. He put me on this coffee, y'all. What's it called?
It's mushroom coffee. I don't know the exact name. I gotta get
It's
good
really
with the
good.
names.
Don't get thrown off by
lion's mane mushroom. It tastes just like coffee. People look at me like, mushroom coffee. The fuck you mean? Trust me, it'll get you right.
Cheers. I wonder if they can hear it swallowing.
Probably so.
No way. Yeah. Now I like that we vibe real easy. Like just off of our conversations. Even like behind the camera, like, bro, we be laughing, yo.
Swear to God, yo.
Sorry.
Swear to God, man.
Recording, right?
Yeah, we was recording. What's over there?
We was recording, and then after we laid it down, he was about to press play. He was about to press play. He was like, okay, that sounds great. He was like, and then play. No, just in the moment, he had so much force.
Man, look,
he was so ready.
I was so ready to let's go. It disappointed me.
It was just kind of, I don't know.
It disappointed me.
It was just so funny. But no, we be laughing. But yeah, so me and Adi, we recorded his recent single together.
I got 3 singles that dropped.
I know he got 3. He been
3 singles.
He been dropping.
I've been going crazy. I got 4 this whole year, and it's only 2 months. I'm only 2 months in.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's
so
amazing.
I've been going crazy. I'm not done yet. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been going crazy. But back to the particular one at hand.
Yeah, Black Boy Lullaby.
Yeah. That was I wrote that. Oh, honestly, I didn't tell you this. I wrote this, I would say maybe a year ago. Really? I wrote it, and I wrote the 2 verses, and I just had them sitting there, just didn't know what to do with them. And I started making beats again, and I just came across this one particular sample that I wanted to do. And it was a royalty free sample, which is crazy. I got it, put it together, and it was just so simple. And I'm gonna tell y'all this: I made the beat and I did the hook first, and I was horrible. I wouldn't say I was horrible. I just didn't. It wasn't a lot that I could have put a lot more into it, but I think it needed a different vibe this time instead of just me. I'm always singing. I'm always, but I think I needed a different vibe. So I hit up Tasia, sent her a song. I didn't even ask her at first. I just sent her a song, asked her what she think. She said it sounds nice. She liked the verses, but she thinks she needs a little razzle dazzle to it. And that's where I went in. It was like, yo, would you mind doing a hook for me? Of course. And I was happy. Then she came over, laid the hook. Not only she laid the hook for that, we ended up doing another song called Home Safe, that which is be out probably in the summertime.
Yeah.
But we got a lot of stuff coming, man. But that right there, the song, the origin, it was just, just looking into the life of, the everyday struggle of a Black man, African American, from the time we're going through slavery to us now and picking up guns and shooting each other and just going to this whole mayhem of violence, and it's the thought process that goes on between that and people don't really understand. So with this song, I tried to paint a picture of what goes on within that life, and also some of it's based on a true story. Some of the stuff is relatable, but most of it is based on a true story. And with that, I just wanted to bring something to the table where, to let y'all know that there's somebody out there that understands you, that understands what you're going through, understand what you went through, understand what it took to get there, and just to know, like, it's okay. Everybody go through things, man.
That's why music is the greatest.
But don't let it break you. Don't let it hinder you from who you're supposed to be. The third verse really hit me hard. And if you haven't gone on my Instagram, I did a God ODDYTHEGXD. You will see that reel of the last verse of Black Boy's Lullaby. And it's relatable to a lot of people. And I still feel this way right now. But it's a different wavelength when it comes to that. Like, I know that I'm gonna be where I need to be. I know right now, I know I'm not doing enough, but I'm gradually getting to where I need to be, where I can do a lot more. And when I start doing a lot more and do everything that I can, I know I'm gonna be where I need to be.
Period.
That's what it is. So that song was based on, coming from where you came from, growing up with parents, your mom, being a kid and going through these obstacles, whatever the obstacles may be, that pretty much is the cause of either the trauma or just your whole overall awareness of the world as a human being at that age, to being a teenager and seeing new things and feeling new things, feeling new emotions, to as an adult, bringing whatever trauma or whatever you have in your life and letting it be the baggage that holds you back from being your true potential, if that makes sense. So that's what that's all about.
I think that song, it'll clarify a lot of things for people. It'll make a lot of people feel seen, feel heard.
Yeah.
A lot of people will relate to it, and a lot of people will find like a sense of belonging in the song too, because it kind of puts like this safety net, like you were explaining, like there's people out there that have experience, living like just as a Black man growing up in society, living with your mom, or even if your mom was just like a single parent or whatever it is, like just whatever it is, growing up as a Black man in society, like, man, it's a lot of different things that I can't say no other culture has really experienced what Black people have experienced, like just ever, like just in the history of life. I don't think, and this ain't even to bash no other culture. It's just
no, not at all.
this ain't even a bash on
Not
the
at all.
culture, but I genuinely, just with the whole Black Lives Matter movement, what about white lives and what about this and that? It's like
everybody matter. Everybody
matters.
matter. But the thing is, we know that we got it the hardest.
Mm-hmm.
We always had it the hardest,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not like to be like show no pity party. We don't want from nobody.
Mm-mm.
I don't want from none of you motherfuckers. Like, let's be honest. We came from something that was meant to break us, was meant to destroy us,
Mm-hmm.
and it's not going to destroy us. It ain't going to destroy me. It damn sure ain't going to destroy you.
Yeah, I feel like just as a whole, like Audie was saying, I don't want nothing from nobody.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I generally feel like Black people, African Americans, we have had it the hardest. Man, if you man, I wouldn't want to be no other race though. That's the thing. I wouldn't want to be no other race. I'm blessed to be a Black woman.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed for my hair.
Mm-hmm.
I'm blessed for my body, my natural body. I'm blessed to have a wide nose and lips and, you know, thick curly hair, even though I got locks now. But like, I'm blessed to be Black. And
I'm blessed to have big feet.
But yeah, like, man, I'm blessed to be a Black woman. My mother raised from a Black woman, raised from a Black woman, raised from a Black woman. Like, you know, it just goes in a line. And our ancestors crawled so that we can run. Our ancestors crawled, barely crawled, so that we can run. So genuinely, like, I, yeah, that's a whole topic. But I get what you're saying. Like with Black Boys Lullaby, that song speaks a lot of truth. It sheds light on, you know, Black men in society and just how they were raised. And man,
yeah, it's crazy.
I played your song in my car. I don't know how many times, bro. Like, I mean, I played it and replayed it and replayed it. I do
play
that.
that song all the time. I do that as well. Like, especially when I'm recording and I'm mixing and I'm just sitting there just vibing out to it. I like to just listen to it. Like, that's why I'm so, like, I wouldn't say a perfectionist when it comes to my music, because like I can listen to a beat all day, just one beat all day, and just figure out how I'm gonna go about it. If I haven't already, then attack it, record it. Once I record it, I'm gonna sit here and listen to that song just the whole time, just vibe out to it, see if I need to do anything else to it.
Mm-hmm.
Then once I'm done, I go in and make my adjustments, master it, boom, put it up, put it in my car, and I listen to that all the time.
Bro,
Just because, like, it's just like I honestly, and I'm not even gonna lie, I listen to me more than I listen to anybody else, and I have a playlist full of everything. Like, don't get me wrong, but I listen to me a lot more than anybody, and that's only because I'm trying to learn from myself, learn from my imperfections. What can I do better this time, this next time around, besides this? You know what I'm saying? And it obviously it worked. Don't get me wrong, I get a lot of inspiration from everybody else, all other artists, including my local artists, including, you know, like Homeboy Choice, Milo. Shouts out to them. Sideshow Tilt. I can list many others. Alandis, a lot of people know. But you know, I listen to myself a lot more because I really want to learn from my mistakes. Always been like that.
Yeah, me too. And I feel like I grow too fast for my music. Like, I'll write something about how I felt about something like a long time ago, and then my mindset would like grow from my mindset back then, and then I wouldn't want to release that song no more because it's not where I am today now. That's why I shouldn't take too long to release music, and I shouldn't just sit on music because I feel like I wrote some good songs. Like, for example, like there was a song I made called Sync, SYNC, and it's basically saying how like just having a situationship with a guy and how we're having, you know, sex all the time, and you know, like I'm not his girl, he's not my man, but like we just know what the vibe is.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't want that kind of relationship no more. I don't want to deal with somebody who wants sex from me but doesn't want me enough to commit to me. So I love the song. It's a really good song. I just feel like I don't want to release it no more because
it's not who you are.
It's not who I am anymore, you know?
Yeah.
Like I want to be fully loved, fully understood, fully valued. I don't want somebody to just I don't want to just have sex with you and then not have your whole heart and then you know, like I don't want to be friends with benefits. Like that just causes a lot of confusion with me now, even to like just relationships. And this is like slowly getting into why I wrote Hidden Agenda. But yeah, like I just feel like I write a lot of music and then I don't really I wait too long to release it. And then when I actually grow from that mindset that I wrote that song, I don't want to release it no more because that's not how I want to be perceived anymore because that's not how I am now.
Yeah.
Like that's not how I look at relationships, not how I look at life no more. Not this isn't like that for a lot of my songs, but just a select few.
Yeah.
But Sync for sure. Like it's like, oh, you're not my man, but you hold it down for me. You're never too much for me. I'm feeling your vibe, can't you see? I want to turn you out, and while you playing around, come pick me up at 3. Like it's just like it's a good sound. It's a vibe.
It's a vibe.
It's a freaking vibe. But it's just not my mindset on how I want to be perceived, you know.
Me and who I am, I don't want soul ties. I don't want to put myself into a situation where I'm dating somebody, and you know, we say we just having casual sex, and we put ourselves in that situation, and then they start developing feelings, and this is one of the reasons why I don't want to date. I don't want to date around. I don't want to do anything. I just want to focus on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when the time comes where me and this person is together, then that's what it's gonna be. Mm-hmm. You know, and it sucks that, you know, it has to be like that because there's a lot of great women out here, you know. Mm-hmm. But I just know what I want.
Yeah, me too.
That's just what it is.
Yeah, same here. And I thought that I had, you know, so with Hidden Agenda, cause we talked about Black Boy Lullaby. So my next single coming out is Hidden Agenda, and this is basically a song that I wrote about my ex and the situation and how I found out that I got cheated on. And once you finish dating somebody, you start connecting the dots. You start really seeing the red flags, and you really see them once the blindfold is off your eyes and there's no more like infatuation, all that stuff, and all that's gone. All the love that you gave them and all the, like, sorry, I keep hitting it. No, but just all the like, all that's gone, and you really see that person for who they really are. You're like, this person really didn't even deserve me in the first place. Mm-hmm. But so I'm not a victim. I believe that I'm not a victim to being cheated on. I believe genuinely that I knew that there was a red flag. I seen the red flag, but I just chose, I'm not going to say I chose to ignore it because he pursued me first and he pursued me hard, even though he just got out of a relationship. But the only reason why I thought it was okay was because me and him just got out of a relationship the same time. And I was completely over my ex. I had no intention of going back to my ex whatsoever. I felt like the guy that I was with now, who I'm not going to say no names. If you know, you know. But so I wrote the song about, I felt like it was mutual. I felt like it was genuinely mutual. But what I don't understand is if you knew that you wasn't over your ex, why would you waste my time? Right. If you knew you wasn't over your ex, why would you pursue me? Why? I just don't. That's the only thing I don't understand. Why couldn't you just communicate? Why would you lead me on? And the song is called Hidden Agenda. I'm gonna read y'all the exact definition for Hidden Agenda. And it reads, Hidden agenda, it's a noun. It is a secret or ulterior motive for something. So if you really listen to the lyrics of my song, I'm basically explaining the process of just finding out who he really is, and that the reason that he basically told me that we had to go on a break. But the real reason he wanted to go on a break was because he wanted to be with her. And so his motive was that he told me that we needed to go on a break. And he made it seem like it was my fault. Not necessarily my fault, but he just didn't tell me the truth. He didn't tell me the real reason. I had no idea that his ex was back in the picture. They was like going on dates. And the reason I found out was she contacted me. And basically what he was telling her, she wanted to see if what he was saying was true because she knew about me. He told her that we weren't together. He was telling her all this stuff and telling me another thing. But mind you, I had no idea about her. I had no idea that she was still in the picture. that's my fault because I knew the red flag. I knew that they just got out of a relationship, but I just got out of a relationship with my ex at the same time. But I had no intention on going back to my ex. I was completely over my ex. He told me he was as well, but I should have used discernment and knowing that if somebody is with somebody for 2 years and then they break up and they tell you they had no more feelings for them, that's a lie. Yeah, so just with the song, I was just really explaining my story. I was speaking my piece. I was really speaking my piece. Like, at first I was worried because I didn't want him to spread a negative word about me. When people can't take accountability, they'll put the blame on you. Mm-hmm. And I didn't want him, I genuinely built a relationship. I genuinely built a relationship with his family, like his grandmother, his mom, his niece, his friends, his producer, just genuine, everybody with me. Yeah. Everybody with me. And that's where he just, bruh.
He was like, you know what?
He's selfish as because it's like, bro, I genuinely built relationships with these people and they built relationships with me. Yeah. And now because you were selfish in the moment, you screwed all that up. Selfish, just cared about his wants, his needs. And now he's SOL. Now he ain't got none of us. He ain't got me or his ex. And even if he do got his ex again, good luck, man. Good luck.
All power to him, yo.
But
all power to him.
I'm just happy
all
that
power to you, my guy.
He's probably watching this. I really don't care. It's just I'm happy that I spoke my truth. I'm happy that I feel a lot more clarity through this song because I'm like, I recognize my worth. I'm not even trying to compare me or her, but bro, nobody can top me. And I have so much, I believe I'm not perfect at all. I'm not perfect. Mm-hmm. But just my mindset, my spirit, just who I am as a person, man, I believe that anybody would be lucky as to have anybody like me in their life. And I'm not even saying that to be cocky at all. I'm just genuinely saying that it's just my heart. Person. Yeah. And I would have never done him like that. That's a crazy part. You can't. That's why I said in the song, you can't expect someone to be what they ain't for themselves. If you can't be loyal to me, you're not. If you can't be loyal to yourself, you're not gonna be loyal to another person. If you don't have clarity within yourself of who you are in a man, how can I expect you to be a man for me? If you can't communicate and be honest with yourself, how should I expect you to be honest with me? Yeah. So I can't expect him to be something that he isn't. And also the love that I gave him, he wasn't able to receive it. And I can't be mad at him for that. I can't be mad at him because he wasn't able to. I'm not finna dim my light. Yeah. I'm not gonna dim my light. I'm gonna still carry myself as the woman that I am. And even in the song I said too, y'all just gonna have to listen to it. But even in the song too, I said I'm not gonna match your energy. I'm not gonna stoop down to his level. I'm not gonna even when he found out, he asked me, "Do you want revenge? Do you wanna do what I did? Do you wanna do to me what I did to you?" I don't give a fuck about you no more. I was so gone. I was so just mentally the tears hasn't even came out yet. I'm talking I was so in shock that I just knew right then and there that this man isn't for me. I didn't even care about getting back. I didn't care. I just wanted to remove myself. Because I was like, this obviously is somebody who doesn't value me. This is somebody who isn't willing to make sacrifices, who can't even, bro, if you grew from somebody, why would you go back? If this person has hurt you, if this person has showed that they genuinely can't just be on the same level with you, if they've proven to you that you're not gonna work out, why would you go back to that person? I'm not judging nobody who went back to their ex, because I understand it's hard sometimes.
It is hard.
It's very hard. But it's at least communicate that. Yeah. At least communicate that. Yeah.
Either way, you know what I'm saying, as long as you transparent with yourself and others, that as long as you know that, you'll be good. Like I said, nobody don't have to like you. A lot of people don't have to like you. A lot of people don't have to love you. A lot of people do love you. A lot of people like you, but it can go in between.
Yeah. And that's why I learned a lot of lessons. I've learned, not to give somebody more than they're giving to me. As soon as I notice any red flags, to walk away, because the red flags that you ignore in the beginning will be the reason that you guys end, and that's facts. To never put anybody above myself, to never, and also to wait on God. If I try to move before God and move, on my own,
it's not gonna
like
feel right.
God knows that this man ain't for me, but God allowed him to hurt me to allow me to know my worth and to be like, Tasia, okay, I'm gonna let you. I'm like he was a wolf in sheep's clothing, bro.
Yeah,
he was a wolf in sheep's clothing. When I tell you, he played a good game. He talked a really good talk, and he probably did believe that he was over his ex, but I just don't understand the betrayal. I don't understand
I
the
don't understand
betrayal.
what would. So the one thing that he could have did was, one, be honest with himself and be honest with you about the whole long distance relationship type thing. You moved
Right.
here, and he
pursued me
pursued
hard.
you, right? So it's like, okay, you doing this, but now she's not here. You can't be loyal. Like, if you can't do that, then like
Be
be honest
honest.
about it.
Because I'm
That would
thinking
make
that we're
the
working towards the same goals.
right.
Like,
Like, that's the whole situation. And it ain't wrong with y'all being, listen, if y'all come to good terms, it ain't nothing wrong with y'all being friends and having that understanding. Look, I want this, but I can't have you while you out there. So let's break this off and continue to be friends. And if it's meant to be, then it's meant to be. Simple as that. He could have did that, but instead, oh, it's not you, it's me.
That's what he
I need to
said. It's
go.
not you, it's me. I need to focus on
It's crazy,
myself right
right? It's not
now.
you, it's me. I need to focus. I need to put myself. I need a break.
Exactly.
That's exactly what I'm assuming he said. I need a break.
I need a break.
I need a break. Boom. You move out here, okay, and then you going through it. You know, thinking about this. Then coming to find out, ring, ring, ring. Hello. Hey, this is such and such, such. I just wanted to let you know that this and that. And he told me this and that. Is it true?
Pictures, text messages, videos, dates. And this is the part that really had me hurt, was that the time that he was out, his ex, he knew that I was out of town for funerals. I was going to 2 back-to-back funerals in less than 2 weeks. I flew to Los Angeles for my great grandmother's funeral. Right after that, I flew to Atlanta for my aunt's funeral. So while I'm dealing with heartbreak and grief, this man could care less and only cared about himself and didn't care at all that I'm already dealing with a lot. Didn't have no kind of sympathy whatsoever. None. And so just little things like that. I'm so happy I got out of that relationship. I genuinely, I still care about him. I genuinely still love him. When I give somebody love, when I tell somebody I love them, I mean it. Love is unconditional. I have unconditional love for him. I don't ever want to date him again. I don't want to marry him. I don't want that ever with him. Ever. Because he showed me, when a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them.
Yep.
When a person shows you who they are the first time, believe them. Because that's why I said in the song, never allow a man to show you more than once that they don't want you. If a man can show you one time or twice that they don't want you, they don't want you. Don't, and I also did this too. I would put my potential on him. So that potential was a reflection of me and what I would have done in his position. That potential was the heart that I had, that I wanted for us.
So you expected him to be the same way.
But it's not even expected. When a man holds that standard, why would you go under? Why would you hold a? This is why I don't understand. Men will hold a standard, and they will do everything right, say the right things, just to get you comfortable. And then once they see that you won't leave, or once they see that you are invested, they will slowly pull away. They'll give 95, then they'll give 80%, then they'll give 70. And when they give 75%, that extra 5%, you appreciate it, because you're like, oh my gosh, it's still not like he was in the beginning, but he still gave me 5%.
No.
And then it's like, I'm so done with that, bro. I'm so up on game. It's like, once I notice that you're pulling away from me, I'm pulling the back.
Exactly. I'm like, oh, Okay.
I'm pulling back, bro. I'm about to match energy. I'm not gonna match his energy as like
no. I'm a fall back. I'm gonna remain silent. If you
Mhm.
feel like you feel something weird going on, you come and talk to me. But if I see you pushing back and I see like let's not like the same when I see it, yeah, I'm falling back
I'm
because
falling
my
back.
energy is meant for positivity, and this is not helping that.
Reciprocation. If
It's
you
not
can't
if you
reciprocate
yeah.
what you showed me in the beginning, and then it's like I'm so observant. I'm such an extremely observant person. I hurt my own feelings for this all the time.
Mhm.
I notice any slight change of energy. I notice any slight change of like communication, but like it's just who I am as a person. I notice the slightest bit of anything. So I would ask him like, is there anything you want to talk about? I would give him so many opportunities to communicate with me and be truthful, and he just wouldn't. He just kept lying. And the fact is, I asked for reassurance.
Mhm.
Bro, he would reassure me with lies, yo. I asked for reassurance because I noticed he was pushing it away. He was like, no, I promise you we're good. I'm good. We good.
Mhm.
He reassured me with lies. How low of a human can you be? Knowing that this person loves you and would do anything for you.
People don't have
He
he
broke
was
me
a
down,
boy.
bro. He broke me
He was
so
a boy.
bad. When I tell you,
He, and you dodged the bullet
I he fumbled
because he
the
was a boy.
bag.
He was still a
He
boy.
wasn't able.
He still had that boy mentality.
He
You
did.
know, he probably listening to the hip hop that's out right now, all the shit that's out right now. It's not conducive to the reality that, you know, understand, like, bro, like that shit ain't what it is.
And
You only
he
putting yourself up for failure, bro. Like you already setting yourself up for failure. And then once again, don't get me wrong, ain't nothing wrong with that in certain aspects, but for me and my life and how I go about shit, like that's not the way to go.
mm-hmm.
Um, and transparency is key.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you got to be transparent. You know, you even if you don't want it to happen, like certain things has to happen, but you once again you have to be transparent about this. Like there's no reason why you shouldn't be truthful. There's no reason why nobody should be honest. I don't have no problem with that. I'll be transparent to anybody. Everybody that I've known, everybody that I've talked to will tell you. Like I tell you everything. I don't keep nothing from you. I have nothing extra. I have no hidden agendas. I'm just me. I have that's all I can be.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I have my flaws. I have my imperfections. I fucked up a lot in life, and you know I'm to a point where I'm just now getting it right.
Yeah.
That's just
And
what it
it's so
is.
crazy, like, just not paying attention more to the red flags and just having that discernment. Like, Tasia, like, just pay attention, like, just
Mhm.
be real. Like, yeah, like I don't know. I don't know. It was hard. It was hard because, he was so consistent and like I said, he, he went after me. Like, he kept telling me, like, oh no, I'm not, I'm over my ex and all this stuff because I know he just got a relationship and all this stuff. But it's like I should have just. I wish I would have just been more like stop just thinking more my brain more than my heart.
Mm-hmm.
Think more with my mind and be like Tasia, like slow down, you
Mm-hmm.
know. And I did ask him. I was like, so when are you gonna ask me to be your girlfriend? Because I was like ready to be with him. I was like, bro, like we already like us like as a together, we like best friends. Like me and him just felt like best friends. Like the conversation just flowed so easily.
Mm-hmm.
But also it was a red flag too because we were unequally yoked. He didn't believe in the same things that I believed in.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, overall, just with the song and then just Hidden Agenda and then my ex and everything, like, you know, um, just what we were talking about off camera. Just with a relationship, I learned a lot about myself and I lost parts of myself trying to make him feel comfortable, and he was pushing away from me and I was trying to figure out what was wrong with me. So I was trying to figure out, like, I just didn't fully have an idea of my identity at the time, I guess. So God knew I wasn't going to leave that man. So he allowed him to hurt me so bad that I had no choice but to leave. So I'm really happy that I grew from that. I grew from the relationship. I wish him nothing but the best. Like I told him, that was the last thing I said to him before I blocked him, was I wish him nothing but the best. I genuinely do. Um, and so, just growing in my career, growing as a person, I feel like I'm walking into my identity. I have I have more of um a secureness in like who I am and like the person that I want to be and the people I want around me. Um yeah, it's just growth, man.
Yeah. I am glad that life, unfortunate, unnecessary situations brought me to where I am now. Because once again, man, it could have been a lot worse for me. It could have been a lot worse for everybody else around me.
Yeah.
You know, this wouldn't have been happening. None of it.
Mm-mm.
But by the grace of God and the universe, we're here. We're growing. We're going to continue to grow. And I'm just so grateful for life right now, man. It's nothing
Me
like
too.
it.
I've never felt better.
It's nothing like it.
I've honestly never felt better in my mental health. I've never felt better in my spiritual health. I never felt better in my finances too. Like when I'm about to, ooh.
Y'all don't even know.
Y'all don't even know. And just what we're about to do, performances, features, just music, just like
Movies,
really going, like just making
films,
big
short
moves.
films, all that. Like
we making big moves.
Really about to get it to go, man. But before we go, man, if you want to lock us in on the latest music, just on what we've been up to, man, you can follow me at ID the God, ODDYTHEGXD.
And you can follow me at tay.zjuh, and that's my artist name on all my platforms and my Instagram.
All right, y'all. Y'all be easy.
Stay safe.
Until next time.
All right.
That's what I'm talking about.